up, Woody Nerdigans? This is the one and only Hacker Girl 89 of Nerdigans Inc. And today's Manga Nerdigan live reaction video is going to be for Kamonohashi chapters 143 through 147. But before I get into this recap and live reaction, we are at war with YouTube's algorithm, and it is slowly but surely killing my channel. And in order to defeat this algorithmic beast, we need you to please hit that like, share, and subscribe buttons. And because, of course, this channel, let alone this video, are not sponsored, and means sponsored by Shueisha, and means sponsored by Manga Plus. Considering how much we promote Manga Plus on this channel, it's kind of surprising, right? But if you love what we're doing and want to help keep me, my adorable Will Bubba kitty, who's somewhere around here, and hopefully being a good kitty, we don't need bad kitties here, and this operation literally alive and kicking, so we can keep bringing you more anime and manga content, whether it be news, analysis, or live reactions like this one. Feel free to hit up our Cash App and PayPal. Links are in the description box below, as well as the link to our Patreon, where we are doing our anime live reaction content, because unlike YouTube, where we constantly have to worry about getting a copyright strike for showing anything on the screen, well, Patreon, we don't have to worry about that. So I can have the full setup of the anime and manga side by side and have the audio to boot, which is not only great for busting a botched localization or two, but it's fantastic for when we cover anime original content like Dragon Ball Daima, which we did yesterday, and Bleach 1000-Year Blood War, which we are doing today. And actually, the first episode is available for free on Patreon. And the more views and subscribers we get on Patreon, the more anime we'll cover. And hell, if you're a $10 tier subscriber, you get to choose the series we cover as well. And there's a Stackfall anime season in full swing and more on the way. So please check out our Patreon. The link is in the description box below. So, well, last time I covered Kamonohashi, we saw that Alice was manipulating Night. And boy, did she ever, to the point where Night killed a person. Yeah, this is going to be interesting. Let's get to 143 first, see what's in store for us today. Run to solve the case. And this chapter is titled The Case of the Tokyo Chimera Serial Murders, Part 8. And this is at, Tyrannomon Terrace, and not to be confused with a Digimon named Tyrannomon, if one exists. Huh? A murder happened at, oh my god, Mamiana? Yeah, that's right. I'll patch you through to Officer Shiki and Nightcon. This is Ashiki. Did Ron give you the update? Sorry we couldn't prevent the murder at Mamiana. I'll give you the details once we meet up. One thing I could say is that the fourth murder will definitely happen at Tyrannomon, where you guys are. Makes sense. You could be getting nervous. By the way, Nightcon, why did you immediately say that it was the third murder when you saw the crime scene? It was possible that one had happened in Tyrannomon already. That's because I assumed Hunter and the others would have notified us if something had happened. Oh, gotcha. Ron is on guard against Nightcon. Yeah, I think Ron already knows. I said it when I covered the last batch of chapters. I'm like, yeah, Ron knows. He's got to know. Does he suspect me? No, he was just making sure. By the way, did you find another new drawing? Yep, and the right half is missing again. Again? If it wasn't by accident, then maybe there's something on the right side. And why are these killings connected to a Japanese chimera anyway? The chimera's tears. Okay, so now we're getting to the good shit with the varieties. Oh, chimera. Well, do you? Let's pause that conversation for now. I just got a message from Night Braun. Night Braun Senior, the new chairman of the Detective Alliance. Nope, it's his son this time. Oh, dude, I love the way Milo looks here. Like, Amano, I am sorry. Like, I am so sorry for what those fuckers are doing to your art. Your art, at this point, your art is basically unadaptable. It really is. Because the anime industry right now, I don't know what is going on over there, but, like, a good chunk of studios are just not putting in the extra line work and shading. I wish a different studio was adapting Ron Kamonohashi. I really, really do. I can't stand Dio Media. Oh, God. And then there's also what happened with Wit. You deserve better than this. You really do. When you said you might make a new friend, did you mean the new chairman's son? Yep. Sooner or later, Knight will kill someone. Why? Can you tell me? That's just how I set it up. Dude, I love Alice so much. Like, I gotta point this out again. Mofo say Makima is like the best female villain. Nah, this bitch is the best female villain. They got nothing on Alice. Those are all the details of the crime scene Ishiki-sensei and I found at Mamiana Park. Took poison again. That makes 3 people. I hate poison. I hate poison. It's just so cowardly. There's nothing cowardly about murder. Well, I was like, what the fuck did you just say? Really? Okay, got it. That was the forensics. Sorry, I fucked this up. Really? Okay. Okay, got it. That was the forensics team. We have the autopsy results from the murder and, Saragakucho. Oh my God, it's early. Saragakucho. There were no wounds indicative of an injection on the victim's body. It appears he ingested a selected poison that killed him several hours later. Huh? So then it wasn't immediate poison? Dude, that's gotta suck. That's gotta suck. So the poison kicked in right as he happened to pass Saragakucho. There we go. Saragakucho. That timing is just too convenient for poison. Maybe he was instructed to stay there after ingesting the poison? I wonder. Oh, and we figured out who left the soda can that the victim in the Mamiana murder drank from. It was a high school student heading home, and the 2 friends he was with vouched for him. He's not connected to the case. I see. Okay, my outstanding blue juniors and Ishiki-sensei and Spitz's students, I'll give you a problem to wake you up from your drowsiness. Huh? The only drowsy one is you, Kamonohashi-san. Oh, right, sorry. I'm glad you guys are here to help react to his nonsense. Seriously, poor Shiki. Here's the problem. Tell me the big mystery in each of these killings. Huh? Okay. In the first case, it was the something that the victim was searching for. That's right. The mystery in the second case is the question of why there was dirt under the victim's fingernails. I agree. In the third case, why did the victim drink the soda left behind by that third party you mentioned? Precisely. There's also the mystery of how in both the second and third cases, a drawing of a nude with the right half missing was found. Excellent. It's crucial for a detective to sense the mystery first. And all of you are even better than when we worked together at Blue. Wow, you mean it? Well, more or less. He just undermined his own praise. Dude, seriously, Ron. So, Kamonohashi-san, what did you think when you sensed the mysteries? Aside from one piece, the puzzle was complete. So, you basically figured it out? Holy crap. I'm still at the conjecture stage, so to think you're just one step from solving it, I can't believe it. Uh-oh. If he really has nearly solved it, does he suspect me? Well, no shit he suspects you, dumbass! Yeah, but as things stand, we can't prevent the 4th murder. We couldn't stop the 3rd murder either. I don't know how much has Ron Kamonohashi figured out. Dude, you shouldn't be sweating, you're giving yourself away. Maybe we could have stopped it if we'd gone over there too. That was a tough call. At that time, there were 2 possible crime scenes, so we needed to split into 2 groups. Whichever choice we made, the result would have been the same. What did you say, Toto? Huh? There were 2 crime scenes. No, after that. Whichever choice we made, the result would have been the same? That part? I see, so that's it. This is bad. This is a trap! A trap? An extremely cunning and horrific trap set by Alice. Uh-oh. Is everything in the palm of Alice's hand? Well, duh it is! It's all going according to plan. See, again, this is why I love Alice. She's a fantastic villain. So, and 144 is titled Someone is here we go. Where are you, title? Is the case of the Tokyo Chimera serial murders part 9. Someone is closing in on Ron. Uh-oh. This is bad. This is a trap. An extremely cunning I fucked this up, sorry. This is a trap, an extremely cunning and horrific trap set by Alice. Dude, I love this. This is so beautiful. And there's Rob with his kitty. What do you say? What does he mean? Has Alice prepared a trap I don't know about? No shit she has, you moron! What's going on, Ron? What was that sound? I could hear something outside. Huh? Outside? Someone's on the security camera. Oh shit, they're from the Detective Alliance! They're trying to force open the shutters! What? They found the safe house. They found the safe house? Are you okay? Our signal's being jammed? This is bad. They're gonna catch Kamonohashi-san. Hear me? Ron? I'll slip out by myself. Stay there and focus on capturing the culprit. But what about the key? The culprit right nearby. The crest. Ron, it got cut off. What do we do? He said the crest. You heard Ron. We have to trust him. We'll prioritize stopping the killer. The last thing Kamonohashi-san mentioned was the crest. I guess we got no choice but to find the crest. But it's too dangerous to be alone, so we'll stick together. That's not going to cut it, Sensei. We'll be too late if we don't split up. Hutter-kun, I agree with Hutter on this. I agree with him. I'm going to search too. Even you, Night-kun? Again, you guys. Well, don't do anything reckless. This isn't bad. Now I can act without anyone getting in the way. I see. This was your doing, Alice, that sneaky bitch. See, Ron said that this was a trap. Bitch knows what she's doing. The horrific trap that Ron Kamonohashi mentioned was having him attacked by the Detective Alliance to give me an opening. Now I just need to find the target. There he is. That's definitely the last target. But how do I manage to get close to him with so many people around? Okay, this is good. Oh, no! We caught you. You speak English, right? Please don't move. Hutter and Marsh? Don't move. Oh, busted! Drop the syringe. But how? It was Ron. Before we met up at Torontomon, he told us on our separate connections to let you move freely. See, he knew! What? So Kamonohashi-san told you to bring me to where the fourth target was? I had no idea what he was talking about, but I can't believe this. Why? How could you kill someone? Didn't you go to Blue to become a detective? Why would you side with Alice? Anyone can become a plain old detective. I want to be a first-rate detective and carve my name into history. That's why I need to understand the feelings of a criminal like Ron Kamonohashi. What's wrong with wanting to become an outstanding detective? Huh? What are you talking about? Like, you got the wrong idea. Ron wouldn't be a detective if he killed people. If Ron really had killed people during the bloody field trip incident, he would have stopped trying to become a detective. Well, his unwillingness to go that far is keeping him from ever getting his license. As long as you think that way, you'll never be able to surpass Ron. Yeah, moron! The occupation of detective holds a powerful sway over Ron, which is true. It's something sacred that he would never soil with murder. It's just as Ishiki-sensei says. Ron, are you okay? At the last minute, Marsh-kun managed to hack the Alliance goons' walkie-talkies and led them somewhere else. Yeah! Go Marsh! I figured out the radio frequency at Ishiki-sensei's house. Dude, Marsh is going to be so useful. Like, I swear, MI6, you better hire him. Or, fuck, NSA, you better hire this mofo. Seriously. He's going to be useful as hell in the IT world. He will. If he could hack shit like that, World Detective Alliance, you better be using him for, like, IT crimes and shit. Not IT crimes, I'm sorry. Use it for cyber crimes and shit. And the line getting cut off was an act by me. It's an act by him! So don't worry. I heard everything on your end. So as to make me let my guard down. That's right. Hey, this guy's acting weird. Where's the one called Knight? What's going on? Are you in pain? Help me! Knight! As I thought. Night-kun, Alice probably told you to kill him with the poison in that syringe, didn't she? You figured out that much, Kamonohashi-san? But I couldn't kill him. I couldn't inject him. Yeah, I didn't think you could do something like that, but that was the trap. The victim had already ingested poison, and the syringe you're holding, Night-kun, contains the antidote! Dude, Alice, you bitch! He'll die if you don't give it to him. Are you surprised, Winter? Knight Brand Jr. had the antidote, but didn't give it to him. He could have saved someone, but just let him die. That makes him a splendid murderer. He managed to cross that line without any fuss. What a bitch! Knight's hands are already dirty. How will Ron face this reality? Dude! She is the best fucking villain! Oh my god! So Knight's hands are already dirty, and how will Ron face this reality? This is gonna be very interesting. But dude, Alice is such a bitch! I love her! Like, how are mofos gonna top this female in terms of female villains? How are we gonna top her? Like, this is very much in a way, this is very much in terms of villainy. It's very much like in the level of like Kyo and Dostoevsky, but more so in line with Kyo. Because Kyo, if you read Jujutsu no Rokunin, which you should, oh, I strongly recommend it. Like Kyo would do something like this. Let's be real. Kyo would do the exact same fucking thing. He would do this shit. He totally would. Oh my god, I could so see him do this. And he would do it just because. Just like Alice is doing it because she's fucking with Ron, let's be real. But, because this is her game with Ron. But you know what? Kyo is playing throughout Jujutsu no Rokunin. Kyo is, and now in this final fight too, with Kyo and Aruma. Kyo is essentially playing a game with Aruma, just like Alice here is playing a game with Ron. Like, dude, I love it. Like, I think that's why I love Alice as a villain so much, is because she is like in that same tier of villainy as Kyo, and Dostoevsky does the same thing with Dazai in Bungo Stray Dogs. They are playing a game, and I love it. I love this kind of villainy so much. It's great. Oh god. All right, so chapter 145 is titled "The Case of the Tokyo Chimera Serial Murders Part 10." Ron has uncovered Alice's cunning plot. Dude, Alice, you bitch! At Toronto Terrace, it hurts! The victim has already ingested poison, and the syringe Nikon is holding contains the antidote. He'll die if you don't give it to him. It can't be. This was Alice's trap, that bitch! If you believed it was poison and injected him, you would have had to accept that you tried to kill someone. Die. On the other hand, if you didn't inject him, you would have inadvertently killed him, since you could have saved him but didn't. In other words, from the start, she set it up so that whatever you chose, you'd be a killer. Oh wait, it's so fucked up. I love it. All the victims in this case were looking for the antidote you possess, and they came to each murder site willingly following the clue in the new drawing, except for the first murder, that is. The reason the first victim was killed directly with a poison needle was to make us think all the victims had been forced to ingest a slow-acting poison ahead of time. The murderer in the first case was given a slow-acting poison and told that he received a clue to the antidote once he killed the target. Then, based on the new drawings clue, he went to Saragakucho and desperately searched for the antidote. He was so desperate that he resorted to digging in the ground, but he died without finding it. That's the truth behind the second murder. Hence the dirt under his fingernails. For the third murder, the victim similarly headed to Mamiana Park using the new drawing and looked for the antidote. Then drank the soda sitting there on the off chance that it was antidote. But she was mistaken, and her strength gave out right in front of Nikon, who had the antidote. So that's what happened. Likewise, the fourth victim who went to Torontomon should have the new drawing. Ah, it's in his pocket. The right half is missing again. I figured that's because it's the hint indicating where to find the antidote. You guys probably aren't too familiar with kanji characters. The kanji for new can be split into two halves. That's true. And if you remove the right half like the drawing, I see. It's the kanji for... Dude, it's the kanji for night. And in English, it sounds the same as your name, Night. Alice, you sneaky bitch! This is genius! Oh my god! This is fucking genius! This is genius! But seriously, this is brilliant! All the victims were similarly foreigners, unfamiliar with kanji characters. The fourth victim was probably the only one who knew something about their structure. This is my deduction. If you accept it, then give him the antidote. But what if this was all a trap to convince you of that? Good point. Dude, just give him the goddamn antidote! Hold out his arm. Shiki-sensei, I trust Ron's deduction. My God, that was terrible. Are you okay? Yeah, somehow. I can't believe she'd set up such a trap for me. Dude, what the fuck? How are you surprised by this? I'm not surprised by this. Right from the start, I've been given no choice at all. Everything was taken from me. No, you haven't lost the most important thing. Alice Moriarty is the loser here. Alice exploited your desire to become an exceptional detective and tried to pull you down a path of no return towards criminality. But I knew the odds of you committing murder were low. How could you know that? I could tell. So the next thing Alice thought of was to have you indirectly kill someone by having the method to save them but not using it. And she believed she could make you one of her comrades. But I saw through that intention, and Ishiki-sensei prevented the fourth murder. But I just stood by and watched as the third victim died. You didn't know that what was in the syringe, and Alice's trap was to influence your thoughts in that way. Dude, I'm telling you, this is some Kyo shit. The real problem would have been if you had given the antidote with the intention to kill. Then you really would have lost everything. That is very true. That is. This is why I'm like, this is some Kyo shit, because he would do something like this to Aruma. He would have. If Aruma would have, like, gone through with, like, I have to spoil this for Chichika no Rokuden for a second. If Aruma would have, like, straight up killed some of the rabbits with, or, like, choked the rabbits to death with Kyo and gone down that path, yeah, then that would have been down the path to ruin. Hell, he still went down the path to ruin by going on the, this whole thing on this revenge path. And that's why Kyo is said this past week that Aruma is shining brightly, bright in the in this path of in this room of despair and dark and chaos. There we go. But it's like, dude, but Kyo was the catalyst for that. So kind of like Alice would have been the catalyst for this. But at the same time, it's obviously different because, way different because Kyo, like, literally murdered, Aruma's family. So yeah, I think it obviously would be a different case if Knight was in Aruma's shoes. Like, I wouldn't blame Knight for going down that path if he was in Aruma's shoes. Because this right here, I want to read this again. The real problem would have been if you had given the antidote with the intention to kill. Again, like Aruma is down this path. Aruma's been on this path with the intention to kill. Then you really would have lost everything. But Aruma lost everything anyway. That's because Kyo is like Alice. Alice is gonna do this shit regardless. Alice is going to try and take everything from Knight regardless. He's going to lose everything regardless, but again, this is a different scenario. Your pride, respect, and your trustworthiness as a human, and of course, you would have had to give up on becoming a detective. But this, though, this is very interesting. Again, I got to compare this to Chichika no Rokuden. Your pride, you would have had to, then you really would have, the real problem would have been if you had given the antidote with the intention to kill, that you really would have lost everything. Your pride, respect, and trustworthiness as a human. And of course you would have had to give up on becoming a detective. But this, though, in terms of Aruma, because, again, this is literally what Aruma and Chichika no Rokuden had to do. He didn't lose. Did he lose his pride? As a human? Like, Aruma going through this journey, he knew he basically had to throw away his humanity. He acknowledged it. His pride, respect, and trustworthiness as a human? Yeah, but Aruma doesn't really give a fuck, though. Because it's like, dude, this fucker murdered my family. And he did all this shit to me. I'm gonna fuck them up. I'm going to get my revenge. Like, So yeah, in terms of like relating this to Jujiko Torokin, and yeah, I could see this applying to Aruma in this regard. And Aruma knows it, and Aruma acknowledged it, but he just doesn't give a fuck. There's no reason to give a fuck for him anymore because he doesn't have anything left. When you're in that kind of position, like Aruma, where you have nothing left, where someone like Kyo took everything from you. I mean, what else can you do at this point? Especially when Kyo is just going to keep, someone like Kyo, in this case it'd be Alice, is going to keep fucking with you. There's no other options. At least in Aruma's case. In Knight's case, Knight doesn't have this situation yet. He's not in the situation yet. Ron is not in this situation. Ron is going to avoid this situation as much as possible. But we'll see what happens. But I still don't have the right to be a detective. I'll say it again, Night-kun. You haven't lost the most important thing. Will Ron's words reach Knight? Well, let's see what he means by this. So now we're on 146. Knight wavers between Ron and Alice. And this chapter is titled The Case of the Tokyo Chimera Serial Murders Part 11. I could trust you, right, Night-kun? You have no info on who gave poison to the 4 victims? No. Alice probably just hired someone else to do it. Even if we pursue that lead now, we'll never reach Alice. I see. Well, I see. Well, I need to take care of everything else here. It might get late, so all of you go back to the hotel. We'll talk tomorrow morning. We could still help. Isn't it possible the murders will continue after this? No, it's okay for now. Billy Goji, the serial killer at Blue, that is to say Alice Moriarty, thinks of killing as a game. See, again, this is like Kyo. Kyo thinks of killing as a game. Well, it's an experiment, too, for the case of Aruma. But killing is a game. It is. Since her killing spree was stopped, this game is over for Alice. Well, this game. Game over. The 4th murder failed, and I can't reach 9 anymore. That was fun, though. But that number is going to be used. You must have been stopped by Ron Kamonohashi and Totamaru Ishiki. You have quite a high opinion of Ron Kamonohashi, Winter, just like Big Bro Milo. I couldn't care less about him, but you two bring him up all the time. Alice, don't underestimate him. Ron Kamonohashi has our Moriarty blood as well as that of Holmes. Oh, I know that, Big Bro, but that doesn't mean he's anything special. Oh, that's what you think. I used to think the same thing, see? So I tried to knock him down a peg before he started to think he was exceptional. You mean the bloody field trip? When you framed Kamonohashi to look like a mass murderer? Yeah, I ruined 5 years of his life. It hurt him more than I could have imagined, and he was reduced to a shell of a man. But when he met Totamaru Ishiki and rejoined the wider world, he started solving cases again. Dude, Alice does not care. After that, you sent me to try to take him down, but it failed. And later you abstained from killing him and instead kept involving him in cases. Why are you fixated on him, Milo? Just to confirm that his mixed Holmes blood is utterly inferior to our pure Moriarty blood. He says the loser. Yeah, laugh it up. Dude, I fucking love you, Alice. You were too young to know, Alice, but Father went to great pains to make me aware of Ron's existence. That's news to me. That's interesting. After Mother died, whenever Father got drunk, he'd say to me, listen up, Milo, you're my legitimate heir. I won't forgive you if you lose to my little brother Elliot's son. Ooh, how anachronistic. I knew Daddy was out of touch, but not you too, Milo. I already heard that nonsense from our fossil of a father, so let your free-spirited little sister save you too. I don't give a damn about Ron Kamonohashi. You say that, woman, but you're fucking with him. Again, it's like, this kind of is like Kyo. But the difference is here, Kyo does give a fuck about Aruma. He's fucking with, we found out he's fucking with Aruma for a reason. Aww. But what? Winter's sleeping. Winter looks so cute. I fibbed to Big Bro in Winter. I knew it! Ron looks adorable. Is that Ron as a little cutie? That Ron is so cute, my God! I've been watching you all along! I've been watching you all along, Ron Kamonohashi. What the fuck? Her feelings for him are stronger than anyone else. What the fuck? What the fuck? What the fuck? Okay, so now we're at the final chapter of this live reaction 147, but oh my God, what the fuck, Alice? Like, what? What? Alright, so 147 is titled The Case of the Tokyo Chimera Serial Murders Part 12. Alice Moriarty, what's her final objective? What is her objective? Oh, there's a Milo bear! Oh my God, there's a Milo bear! And also, she looks adorable in these pajamas. These are cute. But she destroyed the Milo bear. What is going on, woman? So now we're at a Tokyo hotel, and there's Night. You haven't lost the most important thing. I know you could surpass Ron Kamonohashi, Night. Come back here, whatever happens, I'll be waiting. Don't do it, Night! No! What? My son? Yep. It'll be in the paper. It'll be in papers worldwide tomorrow. No! That the son of the Detective Alliance's chairman was involved in the Moriarty family's serial poisonings in Japan. Wait, that's not what you promised. You said you would leave my son alone if I was. Oh no! That bit what? My son alone if I restricted Kamonohashi's movements. I knew it! I knew it! I did leave him alone, but your son came to me. It seems he hasn't been feeling his daddy's love. I'm ruined. That bitch! Nice job on the all-nighter, Shiki. Thanks. Amamiya-senpai isn't here yet. I need to report to her about Nightcon. Ron? Toto, check the news in England. Son of World Detective Alliance's new chairman suspected in Japanese murder case. What? It's about Nightcon. It just went up. Have you talked to anyone about all this? I haven't even told Amamiya-senpai yet. Alice must have leaked it to the English press. Wait while I patch in MarchCon. Did you see the news, Kamonohashi-san? Yeah, Shiki-sensei and I both just saw it. MarchCon, is that okay? Nightcon okay? Well, give me that, March. Someone at the hotel said he left his room early this morning. What'd you say? He paid his bill and left a note on the bed. A note? It said I'll be taking a different path from the rest. It was definitely Knight's handwriting. Is there any possibility he was taken by someone? They said he was alone. There was no sign of a struggle in the room, and so we think he left of his own will. God, did he go back to Alice? But I think the Moriartys don't allow failure. That's true. After Tigerdon lost, the Vanny was and got attacked, and now he's missing. Nightcon must be fully aware of that too. But he's found his own path. All we could do is trust him and wait. Come to think of it, Ron's father told him to follow the path you want. But, Ron, if Nightcon has gone over to Alice's side, then we need to bring him back. Yeah. Oh yeah? Thanks. You seem happy. Get some good news? Yep. You could tell? Is this because you cornered the Detective Alliance's new chairman? Well, there's that, but I'm going to get what I've wanted ever since I was born. Wait, since you were born? What? I bet you thought I was just talking nonsense again. But I have a surprisingly focused side. I've done all sorts of things in my short life, and it all led up to this. What? Uh-huh. Are you serious? Have you told Ron this? No, I haven't. I didn't want to hear Senpai's voice, so please relay it to him, Mishiki-san. Will do. What? Kei called you? Yeah. Apparently Kei-san's supervisor was Nightcon's father, but the chairman resigned, and the Alliance has stopped its surveillance of you. I see. In other words, Nightcon's father ordered that I be kept under surveillance. Huh? Alice probably used Nightcon's misconduct to extort his father into having me watch. Kei did say his supervisor's demeanor had changed. Now that you mention it, that's right. In any case, this removes an obstacle. Now I can fight unimpeded against Alice Moriarty. Alice, what do you mean it's all led up to this? I'm gonna have so much fun playing with the one you and Big Bro are so fond of. Wait, do you mean? But there's something I have to do first. Help me get changed. World Detective Alliance Emergency Board Meeting. This is a disaster. The World Detective Alliance's chairman being connected to the M family will cause the Alliance to lose the world's trust. Dude, we all knew this was happening. Dude, we all knew that's why they resigned. We knew that's why all those detective members resigned. And not only that, the members of the Detective Alliance that were getting killed, based off of what we've seen, they were probably tied to the M family. This probably confirms it, right? Because remember what we've been seeing so far, the pattern. Everyone that has been tied to the M family, in particular, mostly the old M family specifically, has been getting killed. So, and that's what Alice has been purging the old M family for the most part. So what this means to me, or what this signifies to me, is that, yeah, there was a lot of M family moles up in the World Detective Alliance, and they got purged. Dude, this all but confirms it. That's not all. We've also lost many of our best people to the M family. Yeah, see? You've trampled the blood, sweat, and tears of generations of detectives and dragged our organization into the dirt. To be honest, I'd like to slug you, Night Bronze Sr. I'll accept whatever punishment necessary. Let's go. Oh, foolish detectives. There she is! It's her. What is the opposite of a detective? It seems you still don't know. The M family. Time is up. Get ready for the final game. It's the pajamas! At last, the mastermind commences her true plan. So, we're getting to the real shit! Oh my god, I am so hyped. So now, I think are we getting into the final arc? Because this is her true plan. So it seems like we are getting into the final arc. But now, based off of what Alice said and Milo said, especially what Milo said about their dad, I want to know more about what was going down with the Moriartys. There's something missing. I really hope that at some point we get the full Moriarty backstory. Because we only saw a little bit of Ron's Papa's backstory. We only got a little bit of it, and that was basically right before a little bits and pieces. We got a little bit of Ron's training with Elliot, aka his Papa, and one of his, and I think it was his final mission too. So I'm hoping, based off of these chapters, and especially based off what Milo said, what we're going to get into in this arc, because I think this is the final arc, is we're going to get into the full backstory of especially Elliot Moriarty. We're going to get into that and like how, Papa and Mama met. And we're going to get, because we really need to find out what is going on here. We do. We need a little bit more here. But also the other thing I feel like we need a little bit more clarity on, at least in my opinion, is we need to get a little bit more confirmation. We just need more confirmation that the detectives that did turn in their badges, or that resigned, and the ones that were murdered, that we saw murdered so far, were connected to the Moriartys, that they were essentially moles. I really would like to get that confirmation, because based on everything we've seen so far, it really seems like that is the case. So what I'm basically saying is, in terms of a backstory, I want to see Amano Sensei, I would not mind you just doing a spin-off on this. I would like to see like the rise of the Moriarty family. That's what I would love. I would love to see the rise of the Moriarty family and like how Elliot, Ron's papa met Mama, and the Holmes family, and see all that shit. I think that would be very interesting. For one thing, I'd like a spin. That's what I mean by like having like a prequel manga in regards to that, because I think that's extremely important. But I gotta like actually, this would be the perfect time for this. Fuck, even a couple of chapters ago, it would have been the perfect time to start this. But I'm very curious what you guys think. Do you guys think that Amano Sensei should have a prequel manga about the rise of the Moriarties, and like it show like how like all the how they established the Moriarty family like got all the moles into like the World Detective Alliance, how they got into power, and the connection, and fuck, even like the rivalry with the Holmes family, like, and have it like go all the way up to Elliot's killing, because I would love to see like the rivalry and everything. I just feel like stuff like here but in the main Kamonohashi manga, spin-off aside, because that just needs to be its own thing. But spin-off aside, what I think needs to happen here is we need to see what was going down with the main family, because there's a lot of things that need to be covered here. It does. But I'm really excited to see what Alice's main plan is, because she said that she's been planning this since this is something she's been waiting for since she was born. And I want to know what's going on in terms of why she was spying on Ron this entire time. But damn, Knight did fully turn. He did. Knight chose his path. And so did Papa. But man, seriously, Amano Sensei, give us this prequel manga like The Rise of the Moriarties. I would love to see it. But let me know your thoughts in the comment section below, what you guys think of what we're getting here in Manga Kamonohashi. This manga is so slept on. It really, I'm talking about particularly in the West, it is so slept on. We are getting some good shit from this. And I really feel like, and I'm curious what you guys think in terms of Alice. She is really like the female, well, she really is giving like the female version of Kyo. She really is. I think the only difference, I think, though, between her and Kyo, I think Kyo is way more brutal and way more fucked up, mind you. Chichika no Rokunin is a completely different beast than Ron Kamonohashi, obviously. But what I mean, as I've been saying throughout all this, she's in the same caliber, roughly the same caliber of villainy, genre of villainy, as like, say, a Kyo or a Dostoevsky, and they are playing like the same like kind of cat and mouse game with Ron that like, say, Kyo has with Aruma and Dostoevsky has played with Dazai for the most part. But like, this is more like a Kyo playing with Aruma kind of thing, especially with what we got with that backstory with Aruma and Kyo. Yeah, but mofos want to say that Makima's the best female villain. Nah, this bitch is. Oh, for sure, especially this year. Oh my god. But let me know your thoughts in the comment section below, and remember to like, comment, share, and subscribe to Nerdigans Inc. Love what we're doing and want to help keep this operation alive and kicking so we can keep bringing you more Ron content. A few ways you could do that: donate to our Cash App, PayPal, Patreon, purchase something off our Amazon wishlist. All that's in the description box below. Also, make sure you follow us on Twitter, Twitch, Discord, friend us on PlayStation Network. That's in the description box below as well. And until next time, Nerdigans, I will be seeing you later. Bye.